It'd be different if she was a scrub. If she was trash, I understand that. Because I'm black. I'm being honest with you. I'm black. So we've seen the hype game. But if they're good, you got to give them their props. You got Caitlin Clark can ball. Eminem can rap. Larry Bird can ball. Jerry Cooney couldn't fight. Jerry Cooney couldn't fight. Y'all like, who is Jerry Cooney? Jerry Cooney. Yo, what up? What up? Yo, it's the Ronnie Ray Show. We back, man, with the segments again. We're bringing it back, man, off my chest. Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, and let's talk about it. Remember the classics, Beverly Hills Cop. Also, this or that, the Girlfriends cast or the Living Singles cast at the club. Brandon Bliss, tracks on the Thriller album, and much respect goes to my man Martin Lawrence. So, yo, sit back, relax, we're about to have some fun. Starting now. All right, off my chest. We going there, man. We about to talk about it. Y'all like, where you at? You ain't talked about it. I gotta talk about it. Somebody said I need to talk about sports because I don't know nothing about hip hop, so let's talk sports. I'm like, whoever the hell he is, block his ass for life. Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. I say Caitlin Clark, WNBA, because you know why? It's the hottest sport going on right now. Caitlin Clark's game got better ratings than the damn NBA Finals. Cash cow. Cash cow, man. Her and Angel Reese come in the league and they running it. They ain't been in the league too much yet. They running the league already, man. I told y'all months ago, when they come in, it's going down. Caitlin Clark team ain't won nothing, but we love watching it. Apparently, it's so funny that she ain't won nothing yet. She just got here. The team was trash last year. What the hell you expect? They hated on her from the jump, man. From the jump. Yeah, came to the draft at someone, what you call, Prada or Versace or something, and they like, I can't stand this bitch. Everybody can't stand her. Who's my girl? Jamel Hill, I can't stand. I don't understand why she getting the love, and you got players here for years. Hey, they getting the attention they deserve now. This is the turning point. And Jamel was right, though. She said, when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark come in, soon as Angel Reese did this, it was on. It's Magic Johnson and Larry Bird now. See how long ago that was, though, when Magic and Bird came in? I think NBA was what? Probably like 30 years in? This is 20-something. They're ahead of schedule because it's about to go down now. These games are looking nice. I'm about to start attending some of these things. And they're like, why she got to be the one? Hey, man, it had to be somebody. It'd be different if she was a scrub. If she was trash, I understand that. Because I'm black. I'm being honest with you. I'm black. So we've seen the hype game. But if they're good, you got to give them their props. You got Caitlin Clark can ball. Eminem can rap. Larry Bird can ball. Jerry Cooney couldn't fight. Jerry Cooney couldn't fight. Y'all like, who is Jerry Cooney? Jerry Cooney, the Great White Hype is what they called him. He was the Great White Hype. Let me take you back. June 11th, 1982. Like, damn, how old are you, Ronnie Ray? I was like 6 years old then. Jerry Cooney and Larry Holmes had the fight. Don King was a promoter. He promoted the hell out this fight. Rocky III had just hit the theaters. A couple of weeks before the fight, so it made it really dope. They hyped it up so much. Larry Holmes has been a champion for like about, 2-3 years or something at the time. He's been probably longer than that. Normally, when they intro the fighters, the champion goes last. This fight was hyped up so much, they let Jerry Cooney go last. Larry Holmes didn't care. Larry Holmes, I don't know, every time I talk about Larry, I gotta start saying, Larry Holmes, I gotta talk like that. Larry Holmes, knock your ass out. Larry Holmes, fuck you up. Larry Holmes came out like, I'll come out first. I don't care. He came out playing Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Ain't no stopping us now. Jerry Cooney came out playing the Eye of the Tiger. I don't know how many rounds it went. I know Jerry Cooney got his ass whooped. I remember Jerry Cooney getting his ass whooped. And my ass was so little and caught up in hype, I was rooting for Jerry Cooney. That's how good the hype was. But besides that, I'm a fan of this. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. I'm going to start attending some games because of these women I am. You know what I mean? I'm jumping on the wagon. I said I wanted to start going before because there's always seats available to go see the sky. People hating on Caitlin Clark. They shouldn't hate on them. I don't think they should hate on them. LeBron thinks the same way. Big Shaq thinks the same way. Big Barkley thinks the same way. Stephen A. Smith don't know what to think. Stephen A. Smith don't know what to think. Stephen A. Smith got called on that shit, talking about how he roots for that and he talks about it all the time. Monica McNutt. And I'm saying it, this ain't no sexual thing. Monica McNutt called his ass out. And I'm going to say this, Monica McNutt, crazy crush on Monica McNutt right now. Crazy crook. Monty McNutt, she called Stephen A. out. Like, he's like, I always root for her. Like, no, you don't. You don't. Stop it right there, Stephen A. Stop her. He's sitting there like, I don't believe this sister doing this to me. I didn't see his reply because you know he went to his internet show and he be cursing, that raggedy bitch. He probably called all kind of bitches. He called me out. She was on Shay the nightcap today. Yeah, I told Stephen A. old punk ass. And she's right. They don't talk about the WNBA. They don't. First Take in What's My Man show, Undisputed, they don't talk about nothing but basketball, football, and that's it. That's all they do. The Lakers, the Cowboys, and whatever the hell Tom Brady doing in retirement. That's it. And Michael Jordan, you would think Michael Jordan's still playing. They're like, who you with? You know what I'm saying? I know you with your sister, with the black girl. Which side you on? Caitlin Clark and ball. But Angel Reese just happened to play for my hometown, Chicago Sky. And I gotta go to Angel Reese. Gotta go Angel Reese because she's from Chi. She is Chi making noise. She's on billboards everywhere. But give them they love, man. Give them they love. They are bringing love to the game. I think the attendance is damn near quadrupled. They getting chartered flights. They doing everything. And now they get knocked on their ass. And people like, oh, they get knocked on their ass. They should do something about that. That comes with the game. It comes with the game. Now, Angel Reese got hit, knocked out of the sky, and they ain't really make a big deal out of it. My brother had to show me the clip, and I don't even think they even showed it no more after that. But Caitlin Clark got like, boom, she got like football hit, and that was all over the news. But it's the X on their back. This is what happens. And then people were like, oh, man, that shouldn't happen. That's sports. That's competition. That's competitiveness. Is that a word? That's that. And women are more competitive than guys. So you can imagine what that is. I don't believe this, man. I've been playing all these years. I went overseas and all this. I've been working with a trainer. I can shoot threes better. My percentage went up. And she getting all the attention. Knock this bitch on her ass. That's exactly what she said. But it's going to turn around. Like I said, in like 2 to 3 years, they're going to run the league. And they're going to be the faces on that. You're going to have the 2K WNBA game, you know what I'm saying, by itself, not the extra game on the cartridge. You're going to see it because these women about to change the game. And also, like, did she get treated unfairly? I heard she didn't make the Olympic team. Yeah, but she'll be there. By that time, she'll be the face of the league, and they have to have her there. Yeah, she treated unfairly. It comes with the territory. I'm going to say this. I appreciate these women because they are the new. They coming in. The game is about to change. The game is about to change. I see the kids in college. I see the girls playing on. I see the little clips online. You need to follow this because this is the new wave. They're about to probably start getting better attendance than dudes for a minute, man. Because it's exciting. Caitlin Clark, they're like, oh man, she ain't nothing but hype. Caitlin Clark has more points in her college career than anybody. Anybody, including men. All kind of the greatest basketball players went through college. Caitlin Clark has more points than them. She passed Pistol Pete Maravich for the most points ever. She's not hype, man. She's not hype. She's just a rookie and treated as such. But I'm going for the Chicago Sky because that's Chi-Town, baby. Angel Reese. Next segment. All right. Remember the classes. I'm going there, man. I'm hitting up the 40-year thing, man. And 1984 was a good year, man, for movies. So I did The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid came out in 84. Purple Rain came out in 84. And this one came out in 84. I'm talking about Beverly Hills Cop. 40 years of Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy. When Eddie Murphy became the icon, man, this movie was something. Love it, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never seen it, man, buddy cop movie. Cop from Detroit. In Detroit, his friend comes to town and he stole some stuff from some rich dude in Beverly Hills and then they kill him. If you ain't see it, so fucking what? It's 40 years old. You ought to be shaming your damn self. You know, Eddie Murphy's friend get killed. Eddie Murphy's a cop. He decided, I'm going to Beverly Hills to find this guy. Comedy commenced when he got there. The background of this film, I think one of the producers said he was riding through Beverly Hills and in a raggedy car and people were looking at him. He's like, what if somebody came from another town and had to come here and take care of something? And then he said something about a cop pulled him over and cop said something. And he's like, you know what? This would be a good idea for a film. And they wrote the film out and they wanted to make it kind of a comedy, but not really. So they had it for Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me rewrite the movie and blah, blah, blah. So they had, I think John Travolta was up for it. And they're like, no, Sylvester Stallone, let me get this. And he changed the whole damn movie. He's like, man, what is this? This dude is gritty. Like, what the hell is this? He's like, yeah, his name would be Axel Cobretti. They're like, nah. And then the movie budget went up like double. He like, man, nah, we ain't doing this. And Sylvester Stallone wound up doing that movie later called Cobra. And I remember the poster like, you're the disease and I'm the cure. And he ate cold pieces with scissors. It was crazy. Had nothing to do with this movie though. So they're like, you know what, man? Go to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was on a lot one day. Like, what y'all working on? Working on this thing called Beverly Hills Cop. Like, hey man, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know when you're ready. They went to Eddie. Boom. Legend was made. Stars born. Right then and there, man. Characters in the movie, you had Jenny Summers, you had my man Victor Maitland, Billy Rosewood, you had Sergeant Taggart. You had Mikey, his friend, Inspector Todd was there. Paul Reiser played, I forgot his name was Jeff. Favorite characters in the movie, probably Inspector Todd, you know what I'm saying? He actually was a fucking real detective, you know what I mean, in Detroit. And you could tell that he couldn't act, but yo, he was a brother. He was the only brother in the cast other than Eddie. And I was like, yeah, that's what's up. Mean motherfucker though. I was like, damn, can he be nice and shit? But he was mean. He was funny though. He was real funny and shit. Don't think Axel make my dick itch. That's that was in part 2. Inspector Todd and Damon Wayans is in. He playing the Banana Man, which I didn't know at first for years. And I was like, oh shit, that is Damon Wayans. The buffet plate is $12.50. But Eddie Murphy, you went to go see Eddie Murphy get down, and him as Axel Foley was incredible. Scenes I love. It was any scene that he was trying to get into places. I think Chris Rock called it a brother that can get in the room without a key. So like all the spots he went in when he got to Beverly Hills, he got in the hotel for cheap. I'm here to do a exclusive interview on Michael Jackson. I was gonna call the article, Michael Jackson sitting on top of the world. Now I'll say Michael Jackson can sit on top of the world as long as they in the Beverly Palm Hotel, because ain't no niggas allowed here. They used to show that as the clip on the news, like Beverly Hills Cop is #1 again. Here's a scene from it. He's like, them niggas loud here. I'm like, goddamn. He went into Victor Maitland's office, talking about a flower deliverer. Then later on, you saw him in the warehouse, the buffet that morning. And he talking about he was gay, had herpes simplex 10. It was like, yo, Eddie just getting in all these damn places by bullshitting people. Incredible. The art gallery, my man, Ronson Pinchot, my man that played Balky on Perfect Strangers, he was so there. 5 visits today. Axel Foley, Axel Foley here to see her. He's an old acquaintance. Get the fuck out of here. They was in a strip club, and they found the dudes came with the trench coats. They playing the Nasty Girls by Vanity 6. You know I love me some Vanity, man. He did the OK sign that's iconic. The shootouts like were real, because it got real serious real quick when Eddie was going, they kidnapped the lady, and he had to go in and he broke in the backyard, which I was like, how they not guard the backyard, which is weird. But anyway, he's breaking in and attacking, like, don't go in there, man. You want to stop me? Shoot me. And he put the eyes on like see, like, I was like, oh, Eddie can act a little bit. Had me scared for him. What was the worst part about the movie? It's only one thing. One thing about the film I like, and people were like, man, you too damn tedious, man. You too damn tedious, man. You know what it was? I ain't like the zit on Victor Maitland's forehead. What the hell? The whole movie, nobody busted this thing. Nobody busted the zit. They had CGI. They could have put a piece of green screen and blocked it off, something. I'm like, that zit was epic. And then you go see him on Jerry Moore, he got the same zit. Like, what's the zit on your head for, man? Just bust the damn thing. You in Beverly Hills, I know some doctors that could take care of that shit. Impact on the movie, Eddie Murphy became a legend. That movie was the #1 comedy for like about 7-8 years until Home Alone knocked it out. I just saw this. Eddie Murphy, Whoopi Goldberg, Richard Pryor, they could be in movies and be the only black person in it and make it okay. Like they were that likable. The soundtrack was amazing too. So Beverly Hills Cop, remember the classics. Check it out, man. Next segment. All right, random list. We going with this one. It's a lot of talk about albums lately since the Apple Music dropped their thing. I had this discussion a couple of months ago with somebody talking about the Thriller album. Like, what's your favorite track on the Thriller album? I love Baby Be Mine. I'm like, really? I ain't never heard that before. So I'm like, all right, let me go and mess with that. So I'm gonna start doing that with the random list, going down the albums I love and my favorite tracks. All right, so random list. Favorite tracks off the Thriller album, 1 through 9. Let's go. Number 9. People gonna be mad at this. This is how great this album is. Number 9 to me on this album, if you would have asked me when I was a kid, I wouldn't have said this. But now I listen to it. Number 9. Beat It. Beat It is number 9. That was the song of the year in '83. And that's number 9? Wow. I wasn't hip to the rock and roll, but it was a crossover for Mike and the solo from Eddie Van Halen is dope as hell. But if it comes on, I'm playing the album, I would easily skip it. The video made the song great. Number 8, going with the first single that dropped. The Girl Is Mine with Paul McCartney, with Sir Paul McCartney. The Girl Is Mine, hella mellow. I listen to it now like, okay, I think I told you, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I wish Say was on the album because they did those around the same time. If Say was on it, they'd be much higher. Number 7, I'm going Baby Be Mine. Baby Be Mine. Rod Temperton is one of my favorite songwriters, music dudes ever. You know what I'm saying? He did Rock With You. He did some stuff. He did with the Heat Wave. He did the soundtrack to Running Scared. Just Free Freedom. He did that. Rod Temperton is dope. So, Baby Be Mine. I think that song was supposed to go to Heat Wave and they ain't like it. Number 6, I'm going Thriller. Thriller. It grew on me because when I was a youngster, it had been number 9. I was like, this is the worst song on this album. Nobody care about this Halloween shit. It's fucking January. You know what I'm saying? Why do we care about this? You know what I mean? But then the video dropped, like, oh. Then when I saw it on Revenge of the Nerds, when he started smoking the weed, they had the black guy from the fraternity, and he's sitting there like all calm, but then they started getting high and this song came on, and he was dancing to that, man. Bernie Casey was funny as hell in that movie. Love it, though. Rod Temperton wrote that one, too. Number 5, I'm going PYT. PYT, written by James Ingram. I remember them playing that song out the album. That was like probably the biggest soul song off this album. You heard that whole summer 83. Whole summer 83, they played PYT. Everywhere I went. If you had Michael Jackson playing, that was the song people played on soul stations. It wasn't even released yet. But then when they finally released it, it was so burnt out because people were playing so much, like, oh, Mike, you're a little late playing this. But that was a cut. Number 4, I'm going with the intro track. Intro track, Wanna Be Starting Something. Remember listening to it over my aunt's house on Airbrook, 111th and Airbrook, Chicago. Roseland. We're listening to it, and we kept playing it back. We don't know what the hell he was saying. I'm saying, Mama Side, Mama Side. I'm saying, Mama Side, Mama. Then I watched the documentary, like, we don't know what he was saying either. Like, damn, all these years, we never knew what the hell he was saying. Number 3. Gonna piss some of my family off with this one, but it's okay. This is my damn list. Number 3, Human Nature, man. Human Nature, number 3. The group Toto, that was their song. And they let Mike get it. They made the song with "Damn Way Down in Africa." They made that song. But they did the music to this shit. And it's like, yo, this is something like I ain't never heard. And it worked out. Looking out across the nighttime. Come on, Mike. I don't know what the hell you talking about, man. Electric eyes are everywhere. But then you see him do it in the concert. And he doing this. Man, king of pop. King of pop. Number 2. Rod Temperton, Lady in My Life. Lady in My Life. When I was a kid, I'm like, yo, this is too slow for the peoples. And then I got started hanging out with the girls, and I'm like, yo, this is just right for the peoples. There'll be no darkness tonight. Lady, your love will shine. Light up the light. Just put your trust in my heart and take me to paradise. Come on, man. Girl. Man, hold on, I'm fucking crying. You got me crying over here, Mike. Come on. Man, that song, man, I play that and I'm like, yo, I gotta hear it 3 times. 3 times. I'm alone like a motherfucker. What the hell? Lady in My Life. I ain't got one, but I wish I did because I'll sing that shit to her every day. Probably not. In the beginning, maybe, but not all the time. But anyway, yo, number 1 is the fucking, come on, it's the song. It's Billie Jean. My list changes ever so often. You might have had Lady in My Life number 1, but Billie Jean, I watched the Motown 25 performance recently, and I'm like, yo, this was the song that changed everything. Michael Jackson went from Michael Jackson with the Jackson 5, the soul singer, to Michael Jackson, the pop superstar, after one day from that song. I remember Motown 25 came on a Sunday. I went to school on Monday. Everybody had their coats full of Michael Jackson buttons. That whole summer, it was ridiculous. One song, one performance changed the world. The moonwalk changed the world. It was one of the first songs I heard a diss track to. I'm like, a diss track? A diss track. Y'all don't even know about that. That's how old I am. They had a girl do a song talking about she was Billie Jean. Like, I'm Billie Jean and I'm mad as hell. I'm a woman with a story to tell. Superstar. Where is she at now? What is she doing with herself? She's like, you know that was me on the song. Like, what song? You lying, Grandma? Hey, that's me over the song. Oh, Billie Jean and a man is here. Does it have the voodoo, voodoo, voodoo? Dude, it's hilarious. And we were playing the hell out of that shit. They were playing the hell out of that shit. Legendary time. Now, I'm glad I was a kid when that came out. And you got a chance to see the rise of this dude. And to me, it's one of the greatest albums ever to me. But if you ask me my favorite Michael Jackson now, I say Off the Wall. But I'm going to go with Thriller today. And we celebrate Thriller today. And well-deserved. Thriller was so influential that it's the reason you got Purple Rain. I heard this recently. Like, he saw the Thriller video. He like, you know what? We doing a movie. And that's why you got Purple Rain. So that's how this works. You do one thing, somebody do something else, man. Great artists think alike. That's my list for Thriller, though, man. What's your list, huh? What's your favorite song on the album? Girl Is Mine? Hell no. You do it, man. Let me see it. Put it down at the bottom of the comments, man. Next segment. All right, this or that. All right. Thought about this one. This popped up the other day. I'm watching TV, watching my Hulu, and I've been binge watching the Blackish TV show, the Blackish TV show, and y'all know Tracy Ellis Ross is on there, and I ran across the episode when the Girlfriends cast called. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So if I'm at the club and I see on one side the cast of Girlfriends, and on the other side, the cast of Living Single. Which side should I go to find me a date from? All beautiful women on both sides. So let's run down the roster of the women on the side. So we got Living Single. Who's on there? We got Kim Fields playing Regine, Erica Alexander playing Max. You had Queen Latifah playing Khadijah. You had Kim Coles playing Sinclair. So you got that side over here, but now go over here where the Girlfriend side is. You got Tracy Ellis Ross playing Joan. You got Golden Brooks playing Maya. Tasia White playing Lynn. And you got, the only one I ever met out the group. And you got Jill Marie Jones, former Dallas Cowgirl, Jill Marie Jones playing Tony. All right. Love all these women. If I had to pick a side, though, to go on, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but you ain't like the episode. It has nothing to do with the episodes. Which side do I go on to get the date? Now, if I go Living Single, I love me some Erica Alexander. I love me some Max. Max is the freak. Regine is beautiful. She want to kick it. You gotta have a little money with Regine, but yeah, she sing. You can see. I've seen the soft side of her. Khadijah seemed like a lot of fun in everything she does, so she would be a cool girlfriend. And then you got Sinclair. Go over here. You got Joan, who's looking for a man. But I like Maya. Maya been through the ringer. Tasia White playing Lynn. Tasia White is a freak on the show. Tony, played by Jill Marie Jones, is just sexy as hell. So, this or that. I'm on the Girlfriend side, man. You know why I picked Girlfriends? Because over here, I said Kim Cole was playing Sinclair. If you've seen my show before, doing the Remember the Classics on here, I did Living Single. One of the reasons I don't like the show, I love the show, but I didn't like it as much as a lot of people did, is because of the Sinclair character. She was a little too goofy for me. That would drive me crazy. I'm like, would you stop trying to be, stop being goofy? And that's how you are? No, I would have ran out of that damn place. So I'm over here on the serious side. I'm gonna holler at the Girlfriends cast. But I love the women over here. But I'll take the women over here. I'm going Girlfriends, y'all. Let me know what y'all think with that, this or that, man. So this or that, between Girlfriends, Living Single, I'm going Girlfriends cast. Next segment. All right. Much respect. Much respect today goes to my man from Landover, Maryland, Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence, man. Shout out to Martin. I'll give him the respect because Bad Boys for Life is out and Will Smith is getting all the damn attention. Martin deserved, if it wasn't for him, that Will wouldn't have the job because he picked Will. He wanted Eddie Murphy. He picked Will, and it wound up being a gold mine for both of them. Martin Lawrence, man, I remember the first time I saw Martin was on What's Happening Now. And What's Happening Now used to come on Saturday afternoons in Chicago. And I remember watching that show. We used to watch that show all the time. I think it was season 3. And me and my cousin were watching it, and they had the episode with him coming in to get the job. And he was funny as hell on that show. That episode in particular was funny as hell. Club Maurice. It's hilarious. The next year, I think we went to go see Do the Right Thing. Me and my same cousin seen Do the Right Thing, and he's standing out there and Do the Right Thing. And my cousin like, that's dude for What's Happening Now, Maurice. And I'm like, that is him. He had a mustache though, so I ain't really recognize him right off the top. See him in House Party. Next, it's like, yo, this dude is everywhere. And I saw him on Talking Dirty After Dark poster. I'm like, That movie looked kind of weird, but he was a star of the film. And I'm like, okay, this guy is getting around. And I saw his HBO One Night Stand. I didn't know he did stand-up. One Night Stands was 8.5-hour HBO thing. He had Mike Collier, you had George Wallace, Mark Curry. Martin was on same year because they used to show them all at midnight on New Year's Eve. And I watched that staying in my cousin's house in 91. And he had recorded all of them, and I was there when he was at school. I was there for spring break while he was at school. I watched that every day for that week, and I'm like, that's kind of made me want to be a comic. And I'm watching it, and like, yo, you see it in him, and it worked. And I remember my uncle watching it, and he laughed mostly at Martin. Then Def Comedy Jam comes out. Def Comedy Jam, he's probably the best host. I think he's my favorite host. If you know me well, before I do a show, I watch Martin host at Def Comedy Jam. Then you see a boomerang, and then all of a sudden after that fall, 92, the Martin Show dropped. I had to make sure I was there to watch the debut. Actually, it came on a week before it premiered. They just had a sneak peek at it, and I watched it, man. That shit was funny. I played all the characters. I'm like, yo, this dude is talented, man. And then all of a sudden, he's the name. He's the name you want to be. And I'm like, yo, I need to be what he is. You so crazy. I remember going to the movies to see that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do what he does. He was the one that made me believe. I'm like, yo, I saw him from the start. Him and Chris Rock were like, yo, I saw them from the start. I want to be like these guys. And they're the reasons why I do comedy. People that keep asking him about his health. If he's able to do it, man, as long as he's able to do it, he's out there. His presence alone is just top notch, man. So let's enjoy these people while they're here, man. Like, let's enjoy our icons while they're around, man, because we're quick to neglect everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, like, oh, man, he ain't happy no more. We going over here to this guy. No, man, enjoy these guys. You was a fan before, stay a fan of these guys, because he definitely changed the game. He's helped a lot of people. Martin is one of my favorite people on TV and movies, period. I'm not gonna say he's just a comic I like. No, he's a personality that I was a big fan of. I lived in LA for all them years, and I saw him twice, and all I saw was the back of his head. So I'm like, yo, one day I'll meet this guy, but for now, man, much respect. Martin Lawrence. Next segment. All right, that's it. That's it for real, man. We out here, man. Subscribe. You got this watch. Just subscribe to the page. Tell some people about the show. Shout out to Lamo, man, my man behind the board, doing this thing. Remember, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Do it and it's done. Just do it and it's done. And most of all, know your value, man. Catch you next time. One.